Welcome back to the channel, YouTube family. I hope you have had a wonderful weekend and are ready for the Thanksgiving week. To all of my United States viewers, today we're going to have a look at two stocks, Tesla and Zoom, both of which completely bottomed out today. So we're going to have a look at why that happened and also the price levels to see if they may continue lower or if it may be close to a buy level. As always, if you do enjoy these videos along with the Safe Moon videos, please feel free to subscribe and always hit that thumbs up button for Fonzie. Alright, here we are on the Tesla chart. Now today actually didn't start off that bad for Tesla. It was actually doing pretty well, and then all of a sudden this thing just bottomed out. As you can see from our daily chart here, we had a really big daily candle. We actually had the open up here at around 11, let's see, was right around, let's get an exact value for you guys. And this was the open right around there, so we were at 11.06. Okay, not too bad. We had the previous day close, which was around 11.56. I mean, we were at a really tight area there. And then Tesla just completely sold off and lost around $60. I just checked the price before bringing up this chart, and we were looking at really low levels for Tesla. Now, I do know that we had a lot of drama when Tesla broke 1,000 a few trading sessions before today. Last week, I was actually trading Tesla to the short side when it broke 1,000 and made a few dollars, but I really wasn't so bearish on Tesla that I just wanted to hold that for a very long time. And the reason being is because Tesla didn't trade like a normal stock. We can look at levels all day long, and you guys have followed my videos. I know that you've noticed some of those where we were watching Tesla, and they actually trended up for a very long time throughout these months here, and they did actually make a consistent ascending pattern until we started getting to some of this crazy news where we see that Tesla actually gapped up from 910 to 957, and then we had another day where it just ripped through 1,000. Now this day we did end up with a red candle, but from there we just continued to climb, and it looked like Tesla was on just a roar. We pulled back after we got close to 1,200 that one day. I remember when we hit 1,200 and then pulled right back, and then it actually just ripped 1,200. But my God, if you can see the pullback that Tesla had, this is just insane movement, guys. I know you remember from my other videos when we were talking about these trading days here where Tesla was barely moving. It just did not have the normal momentum that Tesla used to trade with, which was back here. We'll have a look real quick. This was what we were used to trading Tesla. Stuff like this, where we were just getting insane moves from the top to the bottom, and then, you know, within 2 weeks we would drop a couple $100. Well, we have gotten so volatile once we had broken the $1,000 level that now, for me, it is really impossible for me to say that I'm going to get in long on Tesla or short on Tesla before the next day, is what I'm saying. It's just too volatile for me at this moment. Day trading, yes. Now day trading, I can look at levels. I'm going to say, okay, this is where we're looking at on Tesla. We're looking for a pullback, and let's see, previous day we can look at some levels right around here, you know, or look for something that has multiple touches. Here we go. We're getting really close. You see the low of the day today actually lined up perfectly with where this day opened, and then it ran up and closed up on this green candle right here. You can see that we pulled back and we touched that probably close to the dollar mark at 10.62 before pushing back up a little bit. But my God, guys, this is insane movement. If you would have been holding long up here, hoping for the push through 1,200 again, and then we had to dip all the way down to 1,000, again, these are the kind of opportunities that you want to look for in a day trade on Tesla. But unless you have some kind of inside information or you are really confident in your daily level reading skills, then Tesla right now is just a no hold overnight. For me, just again, unless you were lucky enough to get in under 1,000 here and you're still holding, to be honest, I would have already had a stop limit if I would have bought in down here around 975. and then it would have pushed up. I would have probably put a stop limit or a stop loss around 1100, and I would have already gotten stopped out. So just my advice for Tesla is starting tomorrow. If you are going to day trade tomorrow or Friday, the first half of the day in the U.S. markets, I would just be very cautious. You need to keep in mind that when Tesla gets close to the 1200, the 1100, or the $1,000 mark, this thing makes insane moves one way or the other. So you need to be cautious with your share size, and you also need to look back in the dailies and always keep these previous candle levels in your mind before you take those trades. All right, guys, here we are on the second stock, Zoom. This thing really had a bad day. Look at the levels that this stock lost. The previous day close was here. 242, 243. Today we gapped down all the way down to below 220, which is where we had the open at 218, and then we closed just above 200. This stock actually moved underneath $200 a day during intraday trading. Zoom did have decent earnings. They did not lose a lot of money. I mean, this is what you need to understand. Just because a company has good earnings or they beat estimates, the estimates may not be as high as what some other analysts think they should have been. And if they don't reach that point, then they're going to sell off. And people, what I want you to really look at before I go any farther is the continual downward movement on Zoom. This is where we were in August. We were over $400. Now, since August, September, October, November, we are already down to $200. This is insanity. This stock has lost $200 worth of value per share. This isn't the first time that Zoom has gapped down. We had this move here, which was right at the end of August and September, where we had a gap down that it looks like it moved all the way down from 340, and then it opened at 294. This is a dangerous stock. Now, this is a great stock, again, to be day trading, because if this thing isn't on short sale restriction when it starts out the day for your broker and you're able to get in and ride this momentum down, then this is one of those things that can easily pay off your car payment. So again, I'm not giving any analysis on whether or not to buy the dip on this right here, because we have lost all-time levels. Now, we'll look at the weekly on this, and here we go. We're going all the way back here. This is so far back. This is in June of 2020. Which is where we're looking at right now. This is the last time this stock was this low. We had this consolidation level. Sorry about that. Let me get rid of that line. We're trying to get a horizontal line here, not a vertical line. So this is where our previous day close was, and this is where our close was today. The next level that this could find support at is 182. If this continues down tomorrow, that would be the only level that I can see that would have any kind of influence on this stock. You can see that it has had a touch here, and it had a touch here, and we do see that we had a small gap in between that, between 180 and 182. So guys, again, I don't know what to think about Zoom. Are their days numbered? We know that they play with COVID. The only reason Zoom went to where it did was because of the work from home epidemic, that everybody went home and everybody wanted to use Zoom. Everybody invested in Zoom and they made tons of money. But now we understand that there are new technologies coming out. Even though people are still working from home, Zoom isn't the only option. And as you can see, that is reflected in the price. As their earnings continue to beat by several levels of margins where they were expected to, that's when this thing just went to the freaking moon. But now we're seeing a continual sell-off, and to be honest, guys, like I said, the only support level that I can see coming up is going to be the 182 level. We've already broken through all kinds of EMAs. The 200 EMA has been, that was the only thing that was even coming close to supporting us, and that just got destroyed today. It just got blasted out of the water. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you found some of this information interesting. I'm going to leave you with, stay on the day trading on these two. I would not want to hold overnight. There's no telling what's going to happen. So don't trade after hours thinking that tomorrow morning you're going to wake up and be able to buy a Lambo. I don't have the balls to do that. Now, I'm not going to tell you not to. I wouldn't do that. I'm not your advisor. Do whatever you want. But you can see the levels for yourself, and you can see how this stock has been reacting. We are definitely in some ascending action on this stock, and Tesla is just way too volatile to hold overnight unless you're just so bullish that you're going to hold for, until whenever it pops. No matter how low it goes, you're just willing to hold on to it. So, at the end of the day, you guys be careful, be safe with your trades, and hopefully everything will turn out well no matter which way you trade these. Take care and stay green.